it's Aisha, the artsy grandma. I hope you're all well. We'll have a lovely morning here in Preston today. The sun is shining and it's glorious outside. So this morning I've just come on to do this a Q&A session and a draw for the Halloween card that I made. I've got a total of 12 questions. So I'll go through them one by one. Paige, who is Stamp Girl, asked, how long have you been crafting? Now, I've been crafting for as long as I can remember. When I was about 3 or 4, I remember making clothes for my Cindy doll. So yeah, I've been crafting from a very, very early age. And you've got to remember that crafting is an umbrella term. It can cover a very broad spectrum. It's not just paper crafting or wool crafting, because it can include sewing, woodwork. It can make anything it covers anything that you make, really. So yeah, I've been crafting since I can remember. The second question Paige asked was, how did you get started in crafting? Well, I gave up crafting for quite a while. I had to stop work in 2008 because of ill health and didn't really do anything at the time. And then in 2016 I became a carer for my mother-in-law. She was diagnosed with cancer. So when she passed away last June, I started crafting again. I think it must have been around about September, October time. I started crafting again. And the third question she asked is, what is the story behind your YouTube name? The Artsy Grandma came about when I was looking after my grandchildren, Mikhail and Eliza. I think it must have been around about last September, because they were on the holidays, I think, yeah, from school, and I was looking after them. And we were doing painting and arts and crafts, and they were talking amongst themselves, saying, oh, our grandma does arts and crafts. She's very artsy. She's very arty. And the name came about from there, the Artsy Grandma. So those are the 3 questions from Paige, who is Stamp Girl. The second 2 questions are from Teresa, who is a car boot crafter. And she asked, what sort of crafting do I enjoy the most? I love crafting when I'm working with trims, laces, sequins and all sorts of embellishments, different textures of materials. I feel like I'm in crafty heaven when I'm dealing, when I'm working with those sort of items. And what is your favourite thing to craft for? I like crafting for my grandchildren. I recently made them name canvases. I like crafting for babies. I've got another grandkid who's only, I think he's 6 months old. I did him a little canvas as well. And birthdays and weddings. I like making things for birthdays and weddings. The 6th question was from Christine's Cards and Things. So Christine asked, what is your favourite crafting tool? Now I'm going to include my sewing machine in that, because my sewing machine has been my trusted friend. So from a very young age I've been sewing, and it's really, I think I'm onto my 3rd sewing machine now. But since I started crafting again late last year, I'd say what would I say? I'd say my scoreboard. I've got a little die cutting machine, and I'm hoping to get one of the electric ones, purely because of my health. I suffer from fibromyalgia and ME, and I just find it very hard to turn the handle. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting an electric machine. The next 2 questions are from Woolly Steph. She asked, do you have a favourite colour scheme? Well, yes, I do. I love working with pinks and purples. All shades of pinks and all shades of purples are my absolute favourite. And I'd like to say some shades of blue as well, blue, turquoise, sky blue. But yeah, pinks and purples are my most favourite ones that I like to work with. And then she asked, what have you crafted that you are most proud of? I think since I started crafting again, I'd say the name canvases that I made for my 2 grandchildren, Mikhail and Eliza. I sort of made them, Mikhail's birthday is on the 30th of September, so I made one for him, and Eliza's birthday is in March, 29th I think it is. Yeah, so I made one for her as well for the birthdays. So yeah, I'd say since I started crafting again, that was the item that I'm most proud of. Carol Ann from Cadge Crafts asked 2 questions. When did I start crafting? Well, I've already answered one of the questions. When did I start crafting? I've been crafting for as long as I can remember, from a very young age. I used to sew, I used to make pincushions, used to make crepe flowers, did all sorts of things. And then what was the first thing I ever made? Well, the first thing I ever made was clothes for my Cindy doll. Don't know if any of you remember Cindy dolls. But yeah, I absolutely love my Cindy doll, and because my mum was a seamstress, she sewed privately at home. That's where I got it from, where any leftover scraps of material, I would, cut them up and sew them up into clothes for my Cindy doll. And the last 2 questions came from Lorna Callahan. What is your favourite craft shop? Well, my favourite craft shop, I'd say, is The Range, The Works, Hobbycraft, Every Craft a Pound, and recently I've come across one called Craft Clearance. But I don't just go to these shops. I buy online, I'll buy off eBay, I'll buy off Amazon. I'm not just restricted to buying from these shops. Yeah, so those are my favourite craft shops. And the last question she asked is, do you prefer to visit or shop online? I'd love to be able to visit the shops more often, but due to my health I just can't. I'm really restricted. I suffer from fibromyalgia and ME, so I get some good days and I get some bad days. So I tend to shop online mainly. But if the day's nice, and if I've got company to go with somebody, I will pop out for about an hour to one of the shops and have a look around. I just think it's nice to be able to do that, spend an afternoon in the craft shop. So yeah, those are the 12 questions that I got asked. Thank you very much. I'd also like to, so what I've done is, because I've given everybody numbers, pages 1 to 3. 3 is the Carpet Crafters 4 and 5. Christine is number 6. Willie Steph 7 and 8, Cash Crafts Caroline is 9 and 10, and Lorna Callahan, she's 11 and 12. So we're just going to do it the traditional old-fashioned way. Everybody's numbers in here. So good luck, everybody. And we're going to pick, which one am I going to pick? I'm going to pick this one. Number 6. And number 6 is Christine from Christine's Cards and Things. So well done, Christine. I'm sending out this lovely card to you, and I'll send you some of my other handmade goodies as well. Thank you very much, everybody who took part, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye bye.